Hey, welcome to VenU2go. My name is Thurman Jones. I am the CEO and founder. Now, what I want to talk to you about is a wonderful way to be able to help your business to get more traffic and leads. And that's through no other, VenU2go. So just give you a quick backstory. I was an artist at the time, and I had this big idea that I wanted to help a lot of artists to get more eyeballs and more targeted people to see their products and see what they had to offer. So I wanted to find a building to do just so. Well, in the time of me looking at a building, I always talk myself out of anything just to see if it makes sense. I say, if nobody ever comes in here, then I have a whole nother rent that I got to take care of. And speaking of that, then I got to pay for utilities. I was like, man, this is adding up before we even got the business started. And then I asked the magic question: how many other businesses are having this same exact issue? Well, thank God for the internet. I looked it up. Over 75% of businesses within 5 years go out of business. And I was like, man, that's a lot of people. And how many of those people save their money to be able to get a spot and live out their dream that they had and then never succeeded? It was a lot of them. So I said, well, there's got to be a super need out there for us to help these business owners to thrive. So I created this concept. And as I created this concept with VenU2go, it started to make sense. And we actually put a great MVP out there, and a lot of people had a huge interest. And because of that interest, this is where we at today. And now we're launching this wonderful program and this wonderful process that I want to show you. So, VenU2go. VenU2go is an online platform that creates more traffic and leads to your business while creating another stream of income. Now, what that end up meaning, like, we want to be able to get new customers to your space. Like, that's the real truth. A lot of time you're not getting those new customers to figure out who you are. And once they come in, yeah, you can rent out your space for a couple $100, but to get a customer, that's potentially thousands of dollars. So that's what we want to be able to drive. And that's what our vision statement and our mission statement is all about. Like, we are here for them small and local businesses to thrive, and for those customers looking to have an experience, we want to make sure that we provide them with just that. So this is a two-way street. Now, there's so many different things that we offer here in VenU2go, and we want to be able to show you exactly what that is. We done had wonderful experiences, people using spaces for any reason. That's one question that we noticed. A lot of people say, what can I use this space for? Well, anybody want to book it for anything. We've seen travel agents, we done seen book signings, we done seen photography. I mean, the list goes on. So there's so many different things you could use VenU2go for. Now, some of these problems that we seen with these event seekers and business to business people, well, the cost of getting a event space or a banquet hall, it's pretty pricey, especially when you got to add in the factor that you got to do all the different amenities. Now, there's also issues when it comes to location. When you think about event spaces and banquet halls, they are kind of like out the way. They're not in your backyard, as I like to kind of put in your community. Not all the time, at least. But can you imagine that coffee shop, that restaurant, that salon, that church? Like, the list go on about these small businesses. They're right there in your backyard, and you could potentially book that space to have your wonderful experience in different event. But those are some of the different things that we notice that these event seekers are having. It's just the access to be able to deal with that, and just the cost of period when it comes to the different amenities. Now, also small and local businesses are having the same type of issues. Well, their issues are more when, if I'm a coffee shop and there's a Starbucks and a Dunkin' Donuts that decided to move down the street, well, that takes some eyeballs away from my business. it was already tough enough that the market of getting ads out there and marketing is pretty high too. So now I got to fight the cost of getting ads and marketing to a franchise business that's doing billions of dollars. It's tough. Now, also the visibility of where where these businesses are located at, and even online. Like, you don't I had a wonderful idea to make coffee. Doesn't mean I was just the best marketer out there, or the person that just did all the ins and out when it comes to the business. So it's a learning curve somewhere too. Now, the one thing that we do here when it comes to VenU2go and that solution, our goal is to help you increase their cash flow, because as more people we can get in there, the cash flow will also increase. Now, we understand that your business more likely is a service or it sells a product. Well, just think about it. Every month you pay for space. Wouldn't it be nice to get paid for that same space every single month? Well, that's what we do. That's how we help increase that cash flow. And we also increase the visibility too. So once you come through VenU2go and you become verified, we then put ads out because it helps us too. It helps our bottom line. So that visibility of just saying your space is available, plus you doing your own thing for your products or your service, this just help increase that as well. Now, customers save a lot more money when they book in spaces from y'all because they don't have to do all the different amenities. 9 times out of 10, you probably got chairs and you probably got tables, Wi-Fi, music, all that great stuff that they just don't have to deal with. Now, you also save money too on all the marketing that you would have to do as well, because we do what we have to do in VenU2go. And this is how we create those experiences. Now, market validation. Facebook has millions of people doing in-person events, millions a month. Now, Eventbrite have millions as well, but I got the breakdown. Just in Atlanta alone, hundreds of in-person events are going on every single month. This shows you that there's a demand for people looking to be able to have in-person events. And guess who has? And guess who has the space to be able to do so? You. You, the small business, the local business, had the space to be able to be one of those millions. And this also helps with your bottom line. Now, looking at all the numbers, just in 2023, 31% of small businesses shut down. 31. Now, we don't want you to be a part of that number by far. We want you to thrive, and we will help you do just that. Now, when it comes to looking at that 31%, our biggest goal is to help shrink that number up. We don't want any businesses to shut down. If you had a dream, if you had an idea, we're going to help you make that become a reality. That's what we're going to do right here at VenU2go. Now, as you see the products, very clean, simple, but when you see that purple and you see that orange, you know exactly who we are. Now, the buttons and everything are super simple to be able to find. You hit register as a vendor. Once you click that, you sign up, and then you add your account. Once you add your account, your thumbnail will display just like that. You see how much it costs a day, or you can see how much it costs an hour. And once you click on that, it'll show you all the different type of events that you will allow. And when you see those orange dots on the dates, that's the days that you're saying that you have available. So the product itself is super clean. It's not hard to be able to click through and fumble around. It's straightforward. Make sure you experience it. Now, our business model, super simple as well. We take 13% commission off of every transaction. 13. So let's give you an example. Say, for instance, that you had your space and it was $50 an hour. Somebody decided to book it for 4 hours. That's $200. Now, we also charge 7% to the customers, that service fee. So they got to pay $214. After the whole transition is done, you get paid $174 because we take out 13%. Now, if you're one of the ones that is super hard on saying, I want to make $200, change your number. Change it to $230, whatever that is, to make sure that you get that $200. But just know that we are going to take 13%. This makes sure that we're doing our job to do for you. You're probably asking, How do we protect your business? Great question. So you got two things. You can do an insurance policy or you can do your security deposit. The insurance policy, we got a third party company that we deal with. Whenever the customers sit here and see that insurance policy is needed, they'll fill out a form, email go through, policy be created. They'll upload it and notify you that they got their policy. You approve it, business is starting. Now, say for instance, you're like, hey, my insurance is already dedicated to people. I don't need all of that to kind of slow down my progression. Cool. Let's just do a security deposit, say for $100, $200. You'll put it in there. There's no kind of discrepancy after the event happens. You'll just refund that security deposit back to the customer. Now, the competitive advantages. Well, I can talk about all of them, but the one I'm going to talk about right now, we're dedicated to brick and mortar businesses, straight up. We don't want anything to take away from your business. You had an idea, you had a dream, and we're going to help you fulfill just that. Now, not to say there's no other interest for anything else, but why would we want to take away? There's other platforms to be able to help those businesses out. But for you, we want to make sure that you thrive in this economy that's going on right now to make sure that your dream is fulfilled. So that's the one thing that I want to speak on. And then the last thing, it's very easy and simple to use. I can't wait till you try it. So to wrap it all up, we want your business to thrive, not just survive. You had an idea, you had a dream, and we're going to help fulfill that. We don't want to make sure that we take away from your business. So everything is dedicated for that brick and mortar businesses, just like yours. And we want to make sure that we focus on all your business needs. There's going to be a lot of tips in the blogs that you can check out on VenU2go to be able to give you different options and innovative thoughts and all of the above. So if you're ready to sit here and get started from all the information that I just shared with you, come on, let's get started right now. Go ahead and click join VenU2go and select role, put vendor, put your name and put your email. And then once you do that, go on your profile, put your address for your business, and then get started on Stripe. Stripe is our processor for how we do transactions. So once you open up that Stripe account, you set it up and you finish, then that's when it's going to give you access to put your pictures and all the information above that you need to be able to get your business going with VenU2go. So once again, I want to say thank you and welcome to the team.